To Fulham now, the oldest professional team in the capital, established in 1879. So we decided to send a man whose jokes are about as old as the club itself. Visiting Craven Cottage were Stoke and Kevin Day.
Ye antique towers who crown the watery glide, whose flowers among wanders the hoary Thames along his silver way. Thomas Gray wrote that, ish. There aren't many football grounds that would fit into an 18th century poem, but this is one of them. Craven Cottage, historical home to Fulham Football Club. And here is the Craven Cottage itself. It used to stand somewhere over there, just by the centre circle. But when legendary football architect Archibald Leach built this stand, he forgot to put in the dressing rooms. So he put this here. It's rather wonderful, isn't it? And in the dressing room is Danny Young, Fulham's kit man. How you doing, Danny?
I'm good, thank you. That's Dempsey. Yeah. Then we've got Steve Sidwell, a new signing, and this is Andy Johnson.
Andy.
Give him a little
Lovely,
spin round, see his name on the back.
Shall we look? Ah, look at that. Oh, fantastic.
So he did it for you yesterday.
Oh, brilliant. Andy John, look, took care of this. Oh, really
That's for you to keep.
Fantastic. Oh, brilliant, thank you.
Good.
I've got to ask you a contemporary question, Danny. I hate to ask it because it's going to really upset my dad because he doesn't think goalkeepers should wear gloves.
Right, okay.
The idea of outfield players wearing snoods, just too much for him. And tell me you haven't got any players with snoods.
No, we don't.
Really?
None of our lads wear snoods in games at all.
Exactly.
But they do wear them at training sometimes, yeah. So I think it's about 5 or 6 of them, like religiously come in, get them every morning, and they want to use them for training.
Do they not wear them in games because Mark Hughes is a tough old-fashioned manager?
Doesn't want them in games at all.
I'm really pleased with it.
So yeah, it's good. So I did go to see him before and say, look, we can have them in training. He said, yeah, but definitely not in games.
And what about superstitions? Are any of the players superstitious about how they put their kit on or where it's laid out? Or
for instance, like Clint Dempsey, he basically wears his white socks and then he cuts them and then wears under socks underneath it. But he doesn't like to have the same colour as the match socks. So if we're wearing black socks, he'll wear white under socks. And if he wears white socks, he wears black under socks.
Of course, a club that respects its tradition so much also respects its older players.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the George Cohen Lounge.
Thank you very much.
It's always one of those clubs that treated their people well, and the fans well as possible. And of course, in the last 10 or 12 years, the facilities have become far better for them.
I think a lot of people who come here tend to still go down the route of it being a family club. And everybody that comes in this lounge and other lounges around the ground, they just come in and enjoy themselves.
I think the Fulham deserve to be where they are in this division anyway, because they give a lot, and they in the community. Other clubs do it, but this is a small club. They give a great deal.
Commentating at the cottage today is Jonathan Pearce.
Here's Duff, slipped inside to Lamb. Oh, he's gone for goal! Great effort! Splendid effort! And he caught the goalkeeper unawares, rocked the bar. Looking for the header down by Shawcross, comes back out there to Jones, and he slammed it against the post. The defensive header out to him, he gave that some welly. Padson towards Dembele. Sluggish in getting there. Here's Andrew Johnson around his man. It's 1-0 to Fulham. Clint Dempsey gets the goal in the 33rd minute, but it was made by Andrew Johnson, and Dempsey got across his man inside the 6-yard area to score.
So not a bad first half, all in all, George?
I thought it was excellent. I think we're playing some good football. Good movement.
Yes.
We're getting down quickly on their players, I think, and we've showed a bit more aggression than we have done of late. I think that's doing very well for us out wide.
Yeah.
I'd like to see winners, Kevin, and I think we're looking pretty good.
Through the middle to Dempsey. Oh, lovely touch on the turn. Penalty. And Shawcross will have to go. Shawcross got nothing to the ball, just the man. Dempsey scored the first goal of the afternoon, and he gets the second of the afternoon. Won the spot kick, converted with glee. Fulham 2, Stoke 0. Hughes to Johnson. Oh, lovely control again. Andy Johnson. hit the goalkeeper. It would have been a splendid third for Fulham.
Hello, mate. All right.
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Well, you said they got to keep on playing football, and they did, didn't
I
they?
think we did. I think we kept the ball well, didn't you? I think the best game I've seen under Mark Hughes so far.
It's like a really tight, family knitted club. You know, it's a top club. Got a great bunch of lads. Got a great manager.
And the fact is, people get traditional mixed up with old fashions. It's not an old fashioned club by any means, is it?
No, definitely no. You know, like the club's moving forward. I think the chairman's proved that with the signings that he's made and the money that he's put into the club. So all like credit to him. So everyone's enjoying their football, but we're just going to push up the turbo a little bit more, which is what we're starting to do now.
There's been a lot of talk about Fulham being a family club today, but I think the club itself feels like a family. And a family that gives you presents. Any Fulham fans called Kevin out there, you know where I am.
On the dole queue for accepting gifts, that's against BBC policy.
Yeah, exactly.
Andy Johnson, I have a little theory. You know why David Beckham wasn't allowed to play for Spurs and he's looking to get a match somewhere? I know they talk like each other, but I think they're morphing in. So let's have a look at this.
You ever been seen in the same room together?
Well, unbelievable.
It's uncanny, that, isn't it?
You could say Johnson and Johnson, though, couldn't you?
He has been playing very well since he came back. I know he got the goal last time out, but it's setting up today. Unlucky not to get a goal. And things looking up for Mark Hughes.
Yeah, very much so. 7 points from 9. And Zamora back, hopefully, in February. So that'll be a big plus for them because they need to get goals.
Okay. A couple more sporting occasions that are coming to the boil right now. Tonight, quite the racket being made in the early hours. Andy Murray plays his 4th round Australian Open tie against Jurgen Meltzer, and you can watch it live on BBC 2.